The first scatter plot on the left seems to be very closely packed towards the line of best fit. So we'll choose the R value that's the closest to 1 to represent this scatter plot. So, scatter plot 1 has an R value of 0.98. This in fact is correct. The middle scatter plot has a line of best fit that doesn't seem to indicate the trend. In fact, it seems as if there's no trend at all. We'll choose the R value that's the furthest from 1. Remember, an R value of 1 indicates perfectly correlated data. An R value of 0 indicates no correlation. 0.06 is relatively close to 0. This graph has relatively no correlation. So scatter plot 2 has an R value of 0.06. The remaining scatter plot obviously has the remaining R value. Scatter plot 3 has an R value of 0.8. However, we can justify this by noting that the points are close to the line of best fit. However, there are a few outliers. The cluster is not strong. Interpolation and extrapolation. Data is gathered so that the researcher can make conclusions and/or projections. If a correlation is strong, you can draw out or estimate information. If the estimation is pulled from a range of known data, it is called interpolation. Examine the scatter plot below. The range of known data comes from between the very first data point you get to on the left of the graph to the very last point you get to on the right of the graph. Any information or estimates drawn out of there are done through interpolation. Take another look at our scatter plot with the line of best fit added. We can read those data from x equals 1 to x equals 4. If I ask what happens at x equals 1.5, you could estimate a value by reading from the line of best fit. You would go up, and then over, and a good estimation would be y equals 84. This is estimation by interpolation, within the known range of data. If the estimation comes from outside the range, it is called extrapolation. If I ask what happens at x equals 4.5, you could estimate a value by reading from the line of best fit. So we'll draw a line up to the line of best fit, and then where we meet the line of best fit, across to our y-axis. A good estimation would be y equals 63. This estimated point comes from outside our known set of data. We have a range of unknown data ahead from 0 to 1, and then a range of unknown data after 4, since we haven't collected any data for those values of x. When we're estimating outside of our known set of data, we say that this estimation is done by extrapolation. Consider the following scatter plot. Estimate what is happening at x equals 7.5. Did you use interpolation or extrapolation? Give it a shot and come back to see if you have the same result we do.